guys, Wes Biko from the Tech Vect here. Today we're taking a look at how to make vintage notebooks. Check it out. Alright, so first things first is you're going to want to come into an image editor or some kind of software to lay it out. You can use InDesign, I'm using Photoshop. You can also use Illustrator, Corel, anything like that, even GIMP, which is free. So what you're going to want to do is make this 7 wide and 5.5 height. What you're going to do then is draw a line right in the center of that, 3.5 mark, and this is going to be your spine. Then what you're going to want to do is just design both your pages. For me, what I did is I started with a quote in the center, threw in a bit of our 528 Evenings logo, some stamps, added a drop shadow to those, and then down here I put this, this says ideas. On the other version here, this says stories. So you can change that up. And then on this one here, this is actually a diagram of a camera body. It's a Nikon body that I found online. And basically what you're going to want to do, lay it all out. If the images are white and you want them to kind of look like this, kind of old, what I would recommend doing is taking the eraser tool, setting it to a brush that has a lot of feather around it, and going through and erasing some of it, taking out all the white, and throwing it on different modes and just playing around until you get that look. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, this is what paper I'm using. I'm using this Domtar cover stock. Alright guys, so what we did with this is we double printed it. Here's the final result. This is for the ideas one, and I'm going to do one more, which is for dreams, which is going to be kind of like a dream journal-y thing. By the way, for paper you can use in the inside of this, you can use really anything. For me, I'm going to be using some refill paper, which is just lined school paper. Alright, so what we just did is we took the printed sheet using a straight edge and an X-Acto knife. I cut it out, and now what else to do is I have the lined paper. I figured out I could cut through 10 sheets, approximately this, with one swipe of the X-Acto knife. So now I'm going to line it up on here and use this as a guide to cut around. Alright, so what I realized was this actually is the, you can get two sections of this once you do cut it, because it is approximately half of the sheet, so you just have to cut off the other end. So now we got 20 pages for the book itself. Alright, so we went out and stapled it. What we did for these staples was I used some... These staples are made for stapling plastic to wood, so they're a bit heavier duty, but you can use just a regular stapler. You're going to have some trouble getting it through, but you can buy them that are made to go through 30-40 pages. Then from here we took a straight edge and then folded it over. So one last thing, I have some tea, a little bit of water, so some warm water, and all I'm doing is just getting the tea bag a little wet and then holding it to the edge